Hello guys, welcome to yet another video. Welcome back to F1 with Mike. Yes, y'all. This is another F1 weekend, and this weekend it's the Australian Grand Prix, and I'm excited. After a week without F1, I don't know how I got through, but I did. But also I'm a Chelsea fan, so I guess I've been pretty occupied. So it is what it is. It's good to be back. Good to have another video here for you guys. And man, I don't know. It's like I'm glad Formula One is just so calm right now. I know this time 2 weeks ago it was so much drama in the news, Christian Horner, Red Bull, and all of that. I'm glad everything is just calm. Everything is back to normal. F1 Twitter is chilled now. You don't see so much drama coming out there. But let me cover some things that happened during the little 1 week break that we had, I think. The biggest news, I think, was Gunther Steiner. Gunther Steiner talking about his time at Haas. He should have left Haas early. He'll be back in Formula One, but only for the right project. But listen, for me, it's like, Gunther, you're good. You've always been a vibe. I think he is one of the reasons Drive to Survive really went big, especially in America. He was one of those team principles that was relatable. He could and he didn't care. But the only thing he was swearing a lot. I guess that's why a lot of people liked him too. So, but it is what it is. Also, Carlos Sainz is back from his surgery, so I think he should be fit enough to race this weekend. Fingers crossed. Let's see. But maybe Oli Bierman might get another shot during the race. I don't know, but we'll see. And yeah, it's just been calm. So now it's time for us to get back to our routine and, well, as you know, our predictions for the week. So this is my preview and predictions for the Australian Grand Prix, and without further ado, let me not waste your time, let's get into this. So, and you know how we start with the flop of the week. So this week I think we have two Australians among the drivers. We have Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo, and the latter is my flop of the week. So Daniel Ricciardo is my flop of the week. I know Daniel has been under pressure lately with the Racing Bulls team. I know immediately after the last Grand Prix, which we had in Saudi Arabia. If you don't know who Dr. Helmut Marko is at this point, you're probably still new to Formula One, so that's okay. But yeah, Helmut Marko is one of the people in charge of drivers at Red Bull Racing. So, and Daniel Ricciardo hasn't been performing since the beginning of the season. It's quite unfortunate. I know a lot of us had high hopes for him. He's an amazing driver. He has the history. He's done everything. I mean, he's an 8-time race winner. For you to win races, you're definitely good. And in his first season at Red Bull Racing back then, I think that was like 2014 or 2015. Yeah, he beat Sebastian Vettel, who was a 4-time world champion, in the same team. So Daniel is actually a good driver, but it's lately, since his days at McLaren, it's just that the things are not clicking for him. It's not coming together for Daniel. I don't understand what's gonna happen for him to get back to where he was before. So far this season, Yuki Tsunoda has out-qualified him both times, and I think, except for the first race where Yuki was told to switch positions with Daniel, I think I did make a video about that. You can check that out. Yuki has always just been ahead of Daniel, and it's not what Daniel Ricciardo wants to be saying. So hopefully, because it's his home race, for his sake, I am hoping he performs really well this weekend. Although he is my flop of the week, because honestly, so far what Yuki has shown us is he's good. He can live up to expectations, So yeah, for my flop of the week, Daniel Ricciardo, and I really hope my predictions don't come to pass, for his own sake, because he's at home. I think the home crowd will have a good effect on him. There will be so much support for him there, so much fans, so much love. I mean, Daniel Ricciardo is loved everywhere he goes to. I think even last year when I would just be in the paddock and the camera cuts to him and he's just smiling, the Daniel Ricciardo that we miss, very happy, bubbly guy. So it's quite unfortunate to see that he's going through this, but you know what? Life is full of ups and downs. And if there's anyone that can get through them, it's Daniel Ricciardo. I'm sure he'll come back, but hopefully it's soon enough, because his audition for that Red Bull seat is not going as planned at the moment. So yeah. So for my surprise driver of the week is no one but Haas leading driver, Nico Hulkenberg. Nico, please do it for me this weekend. Nico is normally fast, he over one lap. I think if he was in a better car, I'm sure he will consistently be in Q3. So let's see what this weekend brings. That Haas looks good. It looks like he has good pace, so I'm sure Nico can do some magic. I think for Haas, scoring up, if he can score points like he did 2 weeks ago in Saudi Arabia, that would be really good for his confidence, and to be really good for the Haas team, because at the moment, of the lower 5 teams in Formula One right now, it's only Haas that has a point. So right now they're sitting P6 in the championship, pretty comfortable, but I'm sure they would want to have much more points than that. So that's why I'm picking Nico Hulkenberg for my surprise driver of the week. And for pole position, I'm going to be boring this time. I'm going to go ahead and say for pole position, Max Verstappen. So far this season, I have predicted, we're just in the third race, I have predicted Carlos Sainz or Charles Leclerc to be on pole. The first time, it was Max Verstappen. The second time, it was still Max Verstappen. So I'm just going to be boring and say, you know what, Max, yeah, you beat me into submission. Max Verstappen on pole. Let's see what the race brings. But fingers crossed, maybe now that I have predicted Max Verstappen, I might just jinx him. You never know. So yeah, Max Verstappen on pole for me. And for our top 3 for the race, listen, everything going well, I'm going to go with from P1 this time, because there's no need to build up. As everybody knows, at the end of the day, we're going to come back to Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is in the form of his life. He's at one with that Red Bull racing car. That RB20 is just insane in the hands of Max Verstappen. So will he equal his records for the most consecutive race wins this is not in the season, but the most consecutive race wins? If he wins this weekend, he matches his record for 10 race wins in a row. So can he match it? Let's see. I guess we'll find out. But I'm predicting Max Verstappen P1. P2, I'm going for Max Verstappen's teammate Sergio Perez. I think Sergio has been doing a really good job this season. He's been keeping up with Max. Race pace is good. Qualifying has been decent, He's always been in the top 5. So that's good. That's good. He doesn't need to be far from there. The gap in qualifying this season has actually been really close. Really, really close. I think, was it the race in South? I think in both races, qualifying sessions between the first and the 20th position, it's not more than 1.5 seconds in both races. So if you make any little mistake, you're out. And Sergio has kept up. P3 both times and top 5 both times. Listen, man, Sergio, you're doing a good job. Just keep it up. Keep it up. And fingers crossed, maybe you get lucky in the race and you get P1. You never know. Maybe you beat Max this weekend. We never know. So let's see. And in P3, I am going with the smooth operator. Yeah, I can sing too. So yeah, P3 I'm going with Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is returning from a surgery. I hope he can be able to race this weekend. And yeah, give me some points on this one. Yeah, let's see if the smooth operator still got it. He finished P3 in the first race, beating Charles Leclerc. Yeah, so I know he's back. He'll be on a mission as final season in Ferrari, trying to prove a point. I am still good. I am that guy. So yeah, Carlos Sainz P3. And my crazy prediction for this week will be there will be no DNF in the race. That is the main race on Sunday. There will be no DNF. If you don't know what DNF means, DNF stands did not finish. So that means all the cars that start the race will complete the race. Now that's a bold prediction given last year we had 2 red flags during the race. That was crazy. I think when the race started, at the beginning of the race, there was a safety car. Charles Leclerc put his car in the gravel trap and he couldn't get it out, so he had to stop the race there. Then Alex Albon got like DNF'd as well. Like I think he lost control of his car. And yeah, they couldn't restart it. So that was the first red flag. And if I remember correctly, George Russell, yeah, I think in Australia last year, he was leading Lewis Hamilton and his car packed up. Anyway, yeah. So that was the third one. Then there was, if I remember, Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen hit the wall and his tire came off. That was what brought out the second red flag. Was it? No, the third red flag. Second. Was it? First one was Alex Albon. Second one was Kevin Magnussen. Now, after that red flag, there was another red flag. Three red flags. So that was when there was chaos at the end. I think 2 laps to go. Chaos. Several people were running into the gravel traps. I think Carlos Sainz hit Fernando Alonso. Yeah, then the two Alpines crashed into each other. Oh, it was just so much chaos. So much chaos last year. I think only 12 or 13 cars finished the race out of 20 last year. So, but this year I am going with that bold prediction that all of them will finish. So, fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. So, yes, guys, that is my predictions for this week. And if you have your own predictions, put them in the comments. If you disagree with me on certain things, let me know. So put them there. Let's talk. Let's get this conversation going. So here's my recap for my predictions for this week. And my flop of the week goes to Daniel Ricciardo. For my surprise driver of the week will be Nico Hulkenberg. Hopefully it does something good. On pole position, we have Max Verstappen. And for the podium places, Max in P1, Sergio Perez P2, and Carlos Sainz in P3. Crazy prediction of the week, all cars will finish. There will be no DNF in this race. So that means there will be no safety cars. So most likely that means it's going to be a boring race. But Australia always delivers. Australia has a beautiful track, very fast. And because of that high speed, a lot of people tend to make mistakes. So there might be DNFs, but I am going with that prediction that there will be no DNF. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly subscribe, like, share with your friends and other Formula One fans that you know. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you. I might have a watch along. I don't know. Well, because it's gonna be really late here. I'm in Canada, so it's gonna be really late in Canada. I think maybe 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support, and do have a great one. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video. Bye.